Welcome to this introductory demonstration of the PC SDK in the product Robot Application Builder. We'll show you how we can easily develop an application that scans the network for robot controllers and presents some information about them. We'll start a new project. Let's call the application Robot Controllers. First, we'll add an event handler that will be called when the application starts. The code for this is automatically generated. Then we'll add two list views, one to display the controllers that we find on the network, and the other one where we display the information about the controllers. We change the names of both list views and set the type of output to Details. Now it's time to add some columns to the list views. First we add System Name. Then we add one for IP address and one for version. In the lower box, we add a column for data. That concludes the creation of the graphical part. Then we add an event handler that triggers when we double-click on a particular controller. Now it's time to add the necessary code. But first, we must add the references to the PC SDK that we need. First, the reference to ABB Robotics. And then ABB Robotics Controllers. Now we add the code. We add the namespaces that we need. First the one for controllers, and then the one for discovery. Now we add the code that populates the first list view when we load the application. We start by creating the Network Scanner object, and then we scan the network for controllers. When we've scanned the network, we can create a controller collection. For each controller in the collection, we add an item in the list view. Each item in the list view has a system name, an IP address, and a version. We save the reference to the controller info object, and then we add the list view item to the list view. Now we've populated the first list view. When that one is double-clicked, we should present some info in the other view. We start by getting the object that the user clicked. Then we get some information and create a controller object based on that information. And then we log into that controller. Then we need a list view item with some info on the controller that we have connected to. Then we add the new list view item object to the other list view. And finally, we clean up a little. Then we've created a small application that scans the network for robot controllers, and when the user double-clicks the row with a particular controller, some info is presented in the other list view. Let's try a build. That worked well. A Rebuild All Succeeded message is displayed in the lower left corner. Now we can test run. A number of controllers are displayed. If we double-click on one of them, we get some information about it. Let's try one more. That's it. In a very short time, we have created a real application.